the material, yes. Okay, hi everybody. How you doing? I hope everybody is well. Now it's a very nice evening. It was a very rainy day today, and I was thought about how can I tell you the best way. What does it mean, test and monitoring in athletics? So we can talk about a lot of things and a long time because uh, there are a lot of different uh, probes in athletics, sprints, throws, jumps, and also two different like men's and women's. And there are steeplechase, pole vault. So there are a lot of possibilities to make tests and make monitoring. So it could be when very first time we talking about it, it could be hard, it could be easy, it could be funny, and this is a lot of work. And that's like we have to work in planning. Also, we have to work the testing and monitoring too. Why I telling that? Because a lot of people discussing what is the first. It's like a chicken or the egg was the very first. What was the very first? The testing and monitoring on the planning or the planning. Yeah. Let we talk about now the test and monitoring. Can you see?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. Test and monitoring in athletics. Okay. To be honestly, when I was young and I want to start to athletics, get in athletics because I love to run, to throw, to jump, going up to the trees. It's like a human being. I was very happy about I can compete. I was a competitor when I was born. All my family was in sport. My idol was my father, and he really helped me to love sport and helped me to be a competitor. I'm always compete with him when I was very young in chess. Then when I'm growing up at like 6 years, 7 years, we just ran together on the street, one against the other. So he teach me a lot of things and also teach me to control that what we are doing. And I said to him, Dad, you can check me how many times I will run this distance. And he asked me, why do you want to know? And I said, it's very important to know. Maybe when I grew up, I will do it faster. So that was the very first steps when I start to understand what does it mean to check out something what you're doing. You need to you need to make a test, a control, measuring. And today we are together to talk about the test and monitoring in athletics. I'm always sad because to compete, I love it so much. I was a very hard competitor. I never have afraid with nobody. So I'm always said the best control in the sport is the competition itself because there you can check it your progression. You can know where you are, what you can to do, really. To carry out the successful work in athletics or in any sport, control and monitoring action are essential. And we have to do that, this control. We have a necessary knowledge. As you have to see on the screen, there are a lot of things wrong. One trainer or one educator working with athletes must to know, have a very ample knowledge as like training theory, competition and applied sciences. As like we see sport medicine, psychology, biomechanics, biochemistry, others. There was the search for determining factors of sport performance and making more complex training plans. They are essential records to successful carry out performance control. It's not just there was the search. They are the tests that we carry out with the purpose of measuring and evolution the different basic qualities in their different facts. The measurement and assessment of the different physical and psychological qualities informs us the athlete's current state. On this screen, we can see what the great guys of this test make this test. The performance control is the recording of the performance of each of the athletes through measurement, counting, observation, because we are observing what? How they move, how they are doing, if they are tired. Maybe the charge isn't enough. And evaluation in a sport of discipline with the aim of verifying the coaching effort of each of the loads or the training status of each athlete. And then what Matveyev said, define why we need to use tests. Tests are standardized tests from a physical exercise, which are subject. Sorry, there is a lot of noise in it. Hello. Okay. Mr. Dewey, can you switch off your microphone? Thank you. So Matveyev said the tests are standardized tests from the physical exercises, which are subject to certain mathematical statistical laws and are applied with the aim of determining monitor particularities and other aspects of the athlete. That is the test. And we need it. Here said the performance control is the recording of the performance of each as the athlete. Okay. So we using that the two big guys in monitoring and testing step. What is the influential factors in test? We can apply a lot of countless tests and evolution. As I said a couple of minutes before, there are a lot of branch, different probes, as like 100-meter, 400-meter, 400 hurdles, and so on. What is this date for? It is like it's working, the test working as like our secretary, you know? Because helps to have complex and clear data on the athlete, but physical condition, knowledge, and psychological condition he is in. Why I tell knowledge? Because young guys, they don't know how can run 400 meter. They don't know how can throw. How can they feel during the pro? So we need to test that. Depending on the planning, the controls can vary. Why? It's depending on the athletic test, the age, the weight of the implement, and the purpose of the test. Because there are a lot of tests with a lot of purpose. Which factors then influential in the test? We can see age, sex, anthropometric condition, physical condition, training age, and it's very important that people sometimes forget it. Motivation of people. They want to compete. They want to be better. They want to jump larger, higher. They want to throw. So when you are doing the test and the psychological condition isn't so good, maybe have some problem in the schools problem or family problem, maybe the motivation will fire. So that's why we need to observe, and always we need to talk with this guy. It's influential. Yes, it is. The test can be general, for example, influencing the physical condition, psychological condition of the sport practiced. We can control speed or strength, the influence the physical condition very high, or we can make a test, a specific test, for example, metal ball throwing in javelin throwing. It's not a general, it's a specific condition. Okay, let me see when to take the test. It's also very important to know when we evaluate the athlete. And these results help in planning the next stage, planning the exercises, the methodology, the method or process. For example, in nutrition, we can make a test in nutrition, how our athletes is in body weight. We're using that to improve physical, technical, and psychological conditions of the athlete, obviously. So we need to know when evaluate. location is very important, the period of time. For those just starting out a few times a year, to young athletes, they don't doing several time in 1 year. But the other hand, when we working a 19, 20, more than 20, or professional athlete, we should do it more frequently. The location of the test in different training cycle or in the training plan is an aspect of great importance, which the coaches must to know and handle easily where we do. The period of time that must pass between one evolution and other depends on the athlete's competitive level. As like we can see on the screen, for those just starting out, a few times a year may be enough. All through improvements that occur more easily can be encouraging for young athletes. As like I said, I was very interesting to know how can I do and how fast I am. Test me, please. But the high-level athletes must do it more frequently. The idea is modify the training guidelines according to the results that we are obtained. Let we see the test when we talking about the test, the high performance athletes case, because they need more frequently and more deeply to be tested, especially in high performance and in the case of athletes in projects. Battery of tests in recommended at the beginning and at the end of each phase, especially in high performance. So once more, don't forget it. Battery of tests recommended at the beginning and at the end of each phase, especially in high performance. Here in Paraguay, I give you some example. In Paraguay, I have 3 athletes trying to get in Olympic Games, and they are monitored continually. Weekly, they have medical, psychological, nutritional control, and every 2 or 3 weeks, they have controlled the other physical fact, physical condition. So, as we see, medical aspects, psychological, physical, technical, nutritional. Nutritional and physical is not on the field. Psychological, forgive me, psychological and nutritional is not on the field, but it's very, very important. The high-level athletes are under pressure continuously. They have a lot of pressure on it, and also a lot of responsibility. They need to care in every aspect. Their body is the element of the physical condition. So they need to care in every aspect. That tests are so important, and the trainer and the group of specialists who working with these athletes continuously monitoring and testing the guys. And if we have to change in the training, we need to change that. Maybe that work, but we thought it will work, but it doesn't. So we have to change. Do you understand what I mean? Please. Did you understand all up until now?
Yes, we are understanding.
Okay. So let me talk about the test conditions. It influences, yeah, a lot. Let me see. Knowledge of the current execution. You can make any test, but the athletes have to know how they need to do that correctly. What we are looking for, we need to knowledge about his condition, the conditions of the athlete. Then we carrying out. Have you? Can you see the? Can you see the screen?
Yes,
Last
we can see.
time.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
last time when I get out, I forget to switch on. Okay, so when carrying out different batteries, evolutions or tests, the people, the trainers who are involved in the test controls must have to deepest knowledge of the correct execution of the measurement and the correct use of the instrument what they use. The coach must have an evolution system which could be through evolution scales and evolution standards. Obviously, the conditions are different in well-equipped places, for example, in high-performance centers, and very different in places where conditions are very poor. So we have to care all the conditions. Every test or psychical test must have the objectives being persuaded, defined in advance. At least athletes must to have mastery of the correct way to perform the test. Here I want to add the whatever your possibilities, the conditions of the places where the test will be carried out, the implements, the instruments that you are using to make the different measurements. The measurements have to be, if possible, always with the same condition. For example, measuring body weight, the scale has to be the same. The day of the week, the time, the same hour, even the clothes you wear, if possible, have to be the same. When we talk this, the place of the test is also decisive. And I have to make a note here that weather conditions can influence the result, especially the winding cases of racing or jumping control. If the weather conditions or the place of execution do not allow for an objective result, the date of the control must be reconsidered. This generally happens in the test are planned in open places or athletics tracks. Yeah. For example, we were planned test in Saturday in the evening after the competition, but the weather completely changed. So just redirection the date, and we change the date. It's easy. Always the same condition. But I said why? Because you can compare in this condition what happened before the very last test and what happening right now. Also, we need to talk about some criteria. The test must be standardization, reliability, evolution system, validity. Okay. I think I have to change that. Validity, not standardization. Reliability. And also an evolution system. This is fourth most important criteria. What does it mean, standardization? It is the application of tests to a group of subjects under equal conditions, with the control of extraneous variabilities that may influence the variation of its results is carried out. Reliability isn't in the screen. I will change that. Must be reliability. It is the degree of coincidence of the results when the application of the test is repeated to group subjects under equal conditions. Then when we have the result, we need to analyze. The all tests must have their corresponding analysis. What we can analyze? We can analyze the movement, the technique, analyze the numbers, what we get during the test, the different measurements, different controls. All tests, without exception of the period, mesocycles or macrocycles, must have their corresponding analysis. Would be individual, statistical, mathematical. So when we get the numbers, then we can compare. Can we find it's better than 2 months before, it's better than last week, better than last month. But also the test could be the competition itself. Control begins with measurements, but does not end there. Other pedagogical actions are necessary. You also need to know how to measure, knowing how to select the most informative, essential indicator. It's important to know how to mathematically process the result of the observations as well as to master the control methods. And it's determined by Satsiowski, 1989. And then we can use standard tables. There are a lot of standard tables with a lot of tests. Many times we can use standard tables for different physical conditions which help have a more correct analysis of the conditions we are, what conditions we are controlling. By having these results, we can determine the current state of the athlete. This helps to have feedback on the work that we have done, to know if we are going in the right direction or we have to change. We have to change to need be made. So that analysis also have to know the physical, technical, tactical, theoretical, psychological level of the athlete. In other words, know the state of preparation and sporting form of each athlete. So the tests are very important. Test the base of our plan. How can we continue in the training? As you have heard, many factors determine what we want to control. And here I am going to present some tests which can be part of the constant control. Constant control have to the monitoring the athlete, monitoring all his results, all his conditions, psychological, physical conditions. Here I have to mention that each coach can decide which are the most effective measurement and also which are the capacities that wants to control. Let me see some examples to determine the physical condition of athletes. Now, especially we talking about physical condition. There are a lot of measurements for aerobic capacity. The human being have some basic capacity and important capacity, but in athletics, we have to control that. As like aerobic capacity. And we can do it direct evolution test of aerobic capacity, VO max, Cooper. There's a lot of tests. I can mention not one, because everybody can do there's a lot of tests to use. Anaerobic capacity evolution, vintage, bicycle test. If you working with tests, you have to use always the same test for the same capacity, and you can check it out if your plan is working or not. Potency evolution, jump ability. There is a Abalakov test. There's a lot of tests. Jumps with the approach. So it's very good to check out the potency. Maybe throwing ball, throwing a shot behind or in front. Agility evolution. MABC 2 test. It's very fun. It's for children, but we can use it for adults too. You can check it out. Agility. Strange evolution. Wow, we can talk about hours and hours. There's a lot of question on it. How can you do it? How you do it? Why you do it? When you do it? Okay, there's a maximum strength test. Define 1 RM. The maximum power, the maximum force, the maximum strength. How can you say? Can you call? Food scan evolution. 2 steps to decide the correct way. Maybe change, maybe have to use some exercise to change your food steps. There is a guy, and He's a 100-meter sprinter, have a national record. He's my athlete, and not my athlete. He's the guy who's working with me. No one is my athlete. I'm just the coach of them. So this guy, we discovered he has a problem always in Achilles. Then we find out he has no force in his feet. So we start to work with them after we made the Fuscan evolution. Then an ISAC, body composition evolution. Wow. You know, I have a heptathlete, and I give you an example. This heptathlete, he can grow very, very fast. The body weight have possibilities. So sometimes 2 or 3 times weekly, we changing his body weight and body composition. Okay, and this is one of the most important thing right now, because the training is going to not only just mechanics, not only just techniques, not only just series, not only just how many times, you know, physiological components will be very important in the future. So body composition and evolution is important. Injury risk assessment. Down around the world, the FMS and the Y test they are using. So just a couple of examples, but they can determine the physical condition of athletes. But they are really important. Okay. So on the main screen, we talked about tests and monitoring. So let me see what does it mean also monitoring, but I mentioned it several times during my presentation. Monitoring is the technician must observe the training at all times to be able to estimate its effectiveness. This requires that after several training sessions, there is therefore a careful evolution together with the athlete. It is necessary to have the tools for control well designed, because the tests allow us to know not only the state of the athlete, but also the effectiveness of what blended according to the characteristics of the sport and the phase in which the training process is located, and to make timely modifications in the planning to achieve the proposed virtual goals. So a technical must observe the training at all times. Okay, and the tests are very good for us. That's why I say here, especially in Paraguay, I don't know, but I guess all the parts all around in the world. I've been in Hungary last year, and I met with my partners, with my friends, and I saw a session of training, and the plan was as like two times 2 sets, the 5 rounds, 60 meters with 2 minutes rest. And there was doctors and there was some assistants, and they took always the air of the sprinters. Let me ask you, what are you thinking? What they doing? What they controlling? Somebody can answer me? Are you here?
Yeah, can you please repeat your question, please, once?
Okay. once more, last year I was in Hungary and I visited a training, sprinters training. And there was medicines, there were assistants, there was a trainer, and the load was two sets, 5 times 60-meter run with 2 minutes rest. And the the assistants going to the air, do something, and after the second series, the third 60-meter, they stop the training. My question is, what are they doing and why they stop the training? What do you mean? What's happening? They do something with the air. They took out blood. What for?
For lactic threshold.
Lactic.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So sometimes when we have possibilities, so we need to use the technology too. And in the future, these technologies will be most important as the plan itself. Because you can do a very good test and very good plans, but sometimes you have to change because the levels are so high and you simply have to stop the training because it will be more destructive than constructive. Are you understand?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Another important element for the application of the test is that there is an evolution system in accordance with the demands established by the coach through the application of the evolution scales or the application of the standard measures of performance of each of the athletes. So in athletics, monitoring refers to the continuous and systematic monitoring of athletes' progress and fitness. There are several ways to carry out monitoring, which may include performance monitoring, psychological monitoring, health and well-being monitoring. Okay. Especially if performance monitoring is done through the time. For example, during training, this involves monitoring variables such as speed, resistance, strength, technique of athletes during training sessions. Devices such as stopwatch, speed meters, motion sensors, and video cameras can be used to record and analyze performances, and you can save that. You can compare later on. So that's part of the analysis also, and also part of the monitoring too. Psychological monitoring consists measuring and monitoring physiological variables such as heart rate, respiratory rate, body temperature, and blood lactate levels, as I mentioned a couple of minutes before. These data provide information on athletes' training load, fatigue, and recovery. And believe me, I found out in the very last 6 months, this part is growing up, will be very important in the future. As right now, it's so important. So the doctors and the therapists and specialists putting a lot of study in it, and also a lot of control and tests. Health and well-being monitoring focuses on observing signs and symptoms of fatigue, injuries, overtraining. Coaches and medical staffs can conduct regular assessment of athletes' physical and mental health to identify any problem and take preventive measures. So now I'm getting to the end. I hope I can't help you. Maybe something what I mentioned that can help you to make your test a better way. You can use the dates and can use that test and this monitoring to build up a better planification and a better organization of the training system that you're using. So thank you very much for your
Mr.
attention.
Thomas, Mr.
Yes.
Thomas, I have a question.
Yes.
When he explained about monitoring, the two factors are very important, but I believe that psychological monitoring also, psychological status of athlete also be monitored. Because we are doing these two both, like physical and physiological, but now we included psychological.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. It must be psychological. I mentioned it the very first part. Psychological is very important because I mentioned that the athletes could be very tired. It's affected by the under pressure. I mentioned that. Do you remember? So that's why, and you were absolutely true. The psychological control and measuring it, and also the monitoring is very important. So
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you.
I will change that part. I will put it in. And thank you very much for your part. Okay, if somebody has some question, any question?
Hello, sir. How are you?
How you doing?
Good morning. Calvin here from Malaysia.
Calvin, yeah. Calvin Gerald. How you
Yeah.
doing, Calvin?
I'm
Nice
doing
to
good.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too, sir. Okay. Just some thoughts on the psychological evaluation. Okay. Just a bit of sharing, if you don't mind. Just a quick one. For your information, not only am I an athletic coach, but I'm also pursuing a degree in mental coaching here in Malaysia. So what happened is when we talk about mental coaching, everybody tend to think that it's not important. They can leave it your in-house motivational speaker, because every time when we talk about mental coaching, everybody thought of it as the athlete just requires some motivation to push forward. But what you said is true, because the mental of an athlete affect his performance, if he's tired, if he can concentrate. Because in my club, I run a club with two other coaches. So we have athletes who are very good physically, who perform extraordinarily well. They started from zero. But the only problem with this particular athlete is that if his mindset is being occupied by something as simple as a whistle or a high, something as simple as that, he will get distracted and it will affect his performance altogether. So looking at this, I conducted an in-house training session with my athletes, trying to get them to refocus, trying to get them to focus on their goal when it comes to performance. And it works. It's just that when we try to get others to know the difference between your normal motivational session compared to that mental something related to mental coaching, everybody would think that, nah, my athlete's good, he can focus, he doesn't need all this thing. I just need to give him some pep talk, get him hyped up, and that's it. He'll be good. Some parents even suggested to go through like all this military training just to get the athletes to be mentally ready for this thing. Yeah. So just a bit of sharing, because I do a lot of observation on my athletes. My group is my club, we have a few groups. I'm handling the initiation, the 9 to 12 years old, and also the development. Most of the athletes under me have very little exposure or no exposure at all to athletics event. But even those some of my colleagues who are handling the elite group, even though they are physically strong, with then previously the previous coach never focused on their mental health, on the mental strength. So just a bit of sharing. I hope.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. And you have absolutely true. And also, I have to talk some case of psychological problems. I have a heptathlete, so believe me, it's very difficult to find so talented and so strong and so focused athlete as like her, as like she. But in the failed events, she always made always the same errors, and we try to do that with I don't know how many psychologists passing by during she's almost 20 years in athletics. So, but during these 20 years was always the same problem. And no one can try everything, but you can imagine. We tried everything. But really, that is true. If I met with a guy a couple of years before who can find out what we can do with her, maybe she will be the world champion. But never happened. And believe me, we tried it. So that is true. Both of you mentioned the psychological things in testing and monitoring and in athletics. It's so important too. But sometimes we could be short. We haven't. It's out of mind. I don't know what can I do. So we try techniques, implements other way the training, other techniques, and never happen. Nothing. Always the same mistake in the same way. And it was mental. It's not technical. I will tell you why, and I will tell the other guys to just to hear about. She throwing during the training session, during 1 year, over 15 meters, every single training, shot put. Heptathlete, I'm talking about heptathlete. She has a national record. It's 1492 only in Paraguay, and made with me. But all the training throws, not one time, but 10, 20 times, continually in series. And when he started to compete, the very first throw was less than 12 meters. And she never in more than 50 heptathlon she has done, and never throw over 40 meters during heptathlon. So that's why I'm agreed. The psychological part is really important too. Thank you very much for your words. Other guys who want to tell something or ask something?
Hello, sir.
Muhammad.
This is Muhammad Nabi from Pakistan.
Yeah,
Sir, thank you very much for comprehensively explain these kind of tests. We can use these kind of tests in every sports. As you know, strength is a very important part in every sports.
Yeah, sure.
May I know again, strength evaluation maximum strength. Can you explain again how we can take maximum strength evaluation test?
Strength. How
Yes.
how can you find out the maximum
Evaluation. Yes, yes,
evolution?
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
let me. I will find you, and you can take it out. I will reach with you. That let me see. Zoom. Look at the screen. I will show you. No, it isn't. Sorry. I need to find let me find out the way, because I can explain that, but it's better if you can read. Let me see. You know, do you want to know the maximum strength what once can
Yes.
lift up?
One.
There is
One. I don't know.
there is three ways. One is the directly way. Direct. You just start to let me see the bench press. Just you start it. If you know how much was, or this guy never do it, can do some exercise and start the test. If an athlete who doing normally weekly this training bench press, so you can try to do that up until the maximum weight, and you can change. You can check it out. For example, 80 kilos. Do it 2 times, 3 times. Then you put it 5 kilo more. Again, 2 times, 3 times. Then just one time, 90, 95, 100, 105, and the maximum, but once can lift, it was 110. So this is the 1 RM, okay?
Yes,
Just
yes. Yes.
up until the highest. Okay, the other is maximum 3 times. So start it and lifting up, and it's get like 100 kilos. Okay, can do it 3 times. So approximately, it's not it's approximately could be 112 if he will to do it with maximum power. Okay, just once. Why we don't use that? Because it's high risk to get an injury if you're doing the system just up until the maximum weight. Do you understand what I'm mentioning?
Yes,
What
yes.
I'm saying? Okay. So let me find. I can find. I'm looking for the. Okay. I will show you right now, and you can take the, because it's most most easy. If I will to show you, and you can check it out. Okay. I cannot find, but I will try to explain. The very first, what I mentioned, just once reps, the maximum reps, but it's very high risk to get a injury. The second test is repeating 3 times up until the maximum weight what you can lift up 3 times continuously. And the very last is with a light weight and doing it 30 times. But the problem is with that, it isn't so correct, the calculation, your calculation. So mostly they're using up until the weight what you can lift up, or maximum the maximum weight what you can lift up 3 times, and you have to calculate like it's like 85% of the maximum weight. So if you lift up 100 kilos, it's approximately 85% of the maximum weight what you can lift up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Let we calculate it. If 100, it's approximately 95%. It could be 112, 150. So you can use that number, okay? And always the people said don't use the maximum weight, just one, because it's very high risk to get an injury. Okay, other guy, other question?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
For the guy, the Pakistan, also the estimation method through application and calculators, you can use it. You can use it by your phone. You can find it in internet. There are currently online applications and calculators that can help estimate one area from data such as the number of repetitions performed and weight used in exercises. So you can find a lot of application to calculate it. But normally the people are using or directly just one, or up until 3 maximum repetition.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Other one? Okay, let me see what is the next. Mrs. Ria, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
So no more question before we go to the following session? Maybe one more question? Okay. Okay, then, so we will go to the following session that we will be lead by Mr. Nair. And before that, maybe we can have a rest for 3 minutes. Okay, so we will be back at 10:20. Thank you.
Please
Have a
ask
nice
them
day,
to not,
guys.
please ask them to not to leave the room, because for 3 minutes leaving and again joining, it will take time. So, so let them go on Zoom.
Okay. Okay. So don't leave the room. Don't leave your Zoom. Just stay in.
Thank you very much, and have a nice day for all of you.
Okay, Thomas, thank you so much for your lecturing, and have nice rest then, because it's quite late for you.
No, it isn't. That's it. Normally, I'm always on the computer working on reading and planning.
I see. I see. Okay, so you may.
So thank you very much. Thank you very much, the ADC, to give me the possibilities to share with you something what I know about planning, athletics, and tests. So once more, thank you very much, and I'm really enjoy the possibilities too, and also the guys who are in connection with us. So I hope everybody can use that materials and use some knowledge, some new things. And once more, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Pak Thomas. We'll see you next time. See you again face to face, actually.
Face to face. Yeah, sure. Cool.
Not in the Zoom.
No. Maybe it's an ask, can we, the slides? Yes, I will. Yes, I will send it to Mrs. Ria, and she will working on. I will send all the slides that I'm used during the 2 days.
Yeah.
It's okay?
Yeah. Because,
All right.
because most of the participants are asking for that.
All right, I will put it in the group.
Yes.
That is
That's
better.
great. Yeah, that's great.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and have a nice time.
Okay, now it's 10:20. We are calling for everyone to be here in the class because we will start the following session. So, Mr. Nair, time
Yes,
yours.
yes, Ms. Ria. Thank you, Ms. Ria. Good morning, one and all. I think you have worked on the microcycle, which you have to present now. You have 2 hours. Each team will be given, you can say, maximum 10 minutes. That includes what you call comments and hints. Before that, I'll just like to say, I know that you already prepared. The microcycles are the building blocks for the high performance. When you fix the microcycle, how to fix, we discussed yesterday in different periods and phases that we have discussed yesterday. So I hope you are done like that. So now I request all of you to switch on your camera so that I can see all of you for a while. A request.
Yeah.
is not, because many of the people in this platform, Zoom platform, are known to me. So I can just make sure that these are the same people. Those names I must have forgotten, but by camera seeing, I can.
But
Okay.
you were unforgettable. So,
Okay, then. Fine. Now, Ms. Ria, which group we will bring one? We will go descending wise. We go for group number 8. That is horizontal and throws, rotation.
Number 8 is rotation throwing. Yeah, so we are going with number 8.
Who is
Please.
going to present? Guru Simran, again you are on mobile.
Oh, wait.
Yes, sir. I will. Robert want to share their training schedule. Ria ma'am, can you please help? Can you please help? He will send the schedule in the group, and you will share the screen. Robert will send. Okay, because he is also using mobile. He will
Yes,
send.
ma'am. I will send to the group, and can you please help us
Because
because we
Robert
are
want
Okay.
to
Mas Ati,
clear
tolong.
his confusion in the group.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Mas Adi.
Ya Mbak, sebentar.
Ya, di grup kan dia. Belum masuk. Nah, sudah masuk nih.
I'll send it, ma'am, to the group.
Yes.
Would you please?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
We receive it. Just second. We will share it.
Eddie, can you zoom it?
Make it bigger, maybe.
Siapa Adi apa ini?
Apa Adi?
Di kurang besar di.
Ya, lagi dibikin, lagi dibesarkan.
Oh.
Oh, Pak Adi udah selesai.
Udah.
Take it in landscaping, and then you can just zoom.
Oh, dibuat landscape ya, Pak.
Is that okay, sir? Can I proceed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this better?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
This the Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. This is the group work of group number 8, the micro training plan, which is our athlete. Sample athlete is the female. Well, the athlete here is came from my athlete in Philippines, a college level athlete. So her personal best is 37 meters last year, and we are planning to our goal is to perform 40 meters. Her training age is 9 years, and her calendar age is 20. So we're preparing for the general preparation with a 9 days microcycle. For the actual level of my athlete or our athlete is for the strength in if I rate her in a 5 level, the strength is on the level 3, the speed is level 3, and the endurance was on level 2, the flexibility is on level 3, the agility is on level 2, the technique is on level 3, and mental is on level 3. So, Ma'am Ria, can we please bring down the slides?
Naikandi.
So the daily session, as we put here, from day 1, the emphasis of loading is on heavy. So we start on warming up, 5 to 10 minutes walk to jog, and we proceed on technical aspect or the technique. We do the throwing drills of bowling throw or bowling throwing drills. Then we go on the hop turn, the South African drills, and we proceed to the actual throwing. With this, we start on the 10 times standing throws and going to 20 wall throws in a 1 kg discus. And after that, our goal for the fitness, 10 times pull-ups and push-up, then 5 times 20 sit-ups for core, and the last is the cooling down. And we have also on the evening session, again, we start on the 5 to 10 minutes easy jog, proceed to dynamic exercise for another warm-up, and for our fitness is weight training. We start on a circuit type of training, 8 to 10 figure of exercise or different exercises, and we perform it on three sets for 30 seconds every figure of exercise. After that, we have 5 minutes easy jog or walk, and static stretching for our cool down. For the second day, our emphasis of our load is medium type. So we start on warming up. That's because our target is sprinting. So our warm up is up and down running. Just run is easy run, 100-meter run, and we go back to 100-meter walk for an interval. After that, we have a dynamic exercise, including running drills and agility drills. For our fitness, develop sprint, we have workout of 6 times 20 meters, 30 meters, and 40 meters sprint. After that, we have a core training and cool down and 5 minutes easy jog. And for our evening, we start again for 5 to 10 minutes easy jog. After that is dynamic exercise. We proceed on technique using the medicine ball. So every figure of exercise in medicine ball throws, like standing throws, back throw, vertical throws, and we perform it in two sets by 10 repetition. Our fitness is we just perform a core training exercise, circuit type of training of core exercise. We perform it in 3 sets by 30 seconds, every figure of exercise. Proceed to the cool down is only static stretching. On the day 3, we just only a light emphasis of light load. So we train only on the morning session. So the morning session just we start on general exercise, general movement of our body, and just only emphasizing the techniques of the discuss. We just only start on the bowling throws, half turn drills, and the South African drills. And after that throw, we perform actual throws and 10 times standing and 20 times full turn and we end of cool down static stretching. So since that the third day is our light training, we just rest on the evening session. So on the fourth day, we emphasize the heavy load of training. So from the morning, we start on warm up and up and down running and dynamic exercise. Our fitness is we proceed on plyometrics exercise. So our exercise that we made in plyometrics is 5 times 10 double leg jump, single leg jump, left and right, single leg striding, and we proceed on the circuit type of core exercise for our fitness. And again, we end for a cool down of a static stretching. In the evening session, we have a warm up, 5 minutes stationary bike because we go on the gym for our weight training. Our warm up is 5 minutes stationary bike, and after that is dynamic exercise. Our fitness, weight training, 3 times 10 reps of bench press, snatch, and dumbbell fly. After that is cooling down, static stretching. Then in 5 days,
Minggu depan ya? Ya.
only train on the morning session. So we start on 5 to 10 minutes warm up, walk to jog, and we proceed also to the techniques, throwing drills, bowling drills, standing, half turn, the South African, and our fitness is 10 times sprint in mini stairs. So here in the Philippines, we have a grandstand and use the many ladders of our stairs just to strengthen the legs of our athletes. Then it just only minimum limit for 20 steps, and after that, cool down and static stretching. At the day 6, our emphasis, the load emphasis is medium training. So we expect that morning and evening we have a training session. So for the warm up in the morning training, so general exercise, in technique, throwing drills, 2 actual throws of discus using 1.5 kilogram, 10 times standing, and 20 full turn. And our fitness is 6 times 30 meter sprint. And next is the cool down, static stretching. For the evening, the warm up is dynamic exercise, ladder drills. The fitness is weight training exercise. So now we do a squat, clean, and dumbbell fly again for 3 sets and 10 reps. After that is cool down with static stretching. On the day 7, it is heavy training. So again, it's morning and afternoon, morning and evening training. So we start on warm up, up and down, easy run and walk. Then dynamic exercise, agility drills. Then our fitness is sprint training, 6 sets as 6 reps by 20 and 30, 40 meters sprint. After that is core training. Then cool down, 5 minutes easy jog, then static stretching, our cool down. In the afternoon or evening training, a warm up and 5 minutes stationary bike, because we do it again in indoor training. So stationary bike, dynamic exercise. Our fitness is weight training, circuit type again. 8 to 10 figure of exercise for 3 times and 30 seconds. The last is cool down in static stretching. So in the D8, light training, we just only in light training load is we just only train in morning session. We start on warm up, general exercise, on technique, throwing drills, actual throws, and 10 standing and 20 pull turn. Then core circuit type of core training. After that is cool down and static stretching. And the last day is rest, morning and afternoon recovery day for preparation for another microcycle. Overall, sir, our weight training to gain the strength is for 9 days. We have a 4 session, and in technicals, throwing, including the endurance of in throwing, 4 session, and for our speed, developing our speed is 3 session, and for technique is around 6 session, and our flexibility is during static stretching is also every day. So overall, sir, in our microcycle, we have a 13 session overall. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Any comments from participants?
Yes, sir.
You are
yesterday we
in
will-
the group. You are in the group. You discussed and made.
Yes,
So,
Coach Gary,
I don't want any comments from you. You only discussed and made it. So
Okay,
I heard comments from others.
Sorry, sir. I want to clear little bit one thing that he wants to clear his schedule because in his country only one time training plan, but he wants that to because it is the good platform for him to clear his clarifications. That's why.
No, okay, fine. That is fine. Gurusamaran, we have got very less time. So we can discuss any participants. Any participants, please? Because I can't wait for more time. If 10 minutes is finished now, we can have 3-4 minutes discussion. Anyone?
maybe, sir, they are agree on what we work, the group 8.
Because there are no throwing coach there. I think only you two. Anyway, then I'm getting into it. So, if out of 4, if I am the lecturer to mark, I will give you 2 marks. Reasons. Number 1, what is the focus here? What is your goal in this preparatory season? What is your goal? Guru Simran also can answer, Robert also can answer.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in the general strength and conditioning, sir. And
General strength and conditioning.
Yes, sir.
No adaptation.
Yeah, adaptation, sir. In conditioning, we can
So
say
just scroll down. Please scroll down. Little more. You again mentioned 3 into 10 repetition for bench press, snatch, and dumbbell fly. I yesterday spoke to you, if you go for 10 repetition in snatch, it can cause injury to the athlete. Be maximum 8 repetition.
Thank you, sir. But what we plan,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
on low intensity, sir. So
If at
high
all low
volume, medium
intensity
dose.
snatch is,
Yes,
you
sir.
cannot do snatch slow. You know that. You have to do snatch. That this is only one exercise you cannot perform slow. You need high speed to do the snatch. When you do high speed snatch for 10 repetition, there are chances he's a novice athlete. So she or he is a novice athlete. So there are chances of injuries. Okay.
Thank you, sir, for your
Then
advice. Thank you for your comment.
then mix the training. Strength training, it is general strength training. So you can include some, you see, a deadlift in this because overall strength development is required in general strength training. So dumbbell fly is not an essential workout. You can have in one session, but not in every session. In place of that, you add some more exercises like hip press or what we call deadlift. Have varieties. Not see what is the principle in microcycle arrangement should have some varieties, not the same drills. And moreover, this is general preparation period, phase 1. So you may include more number of general strength exercises than specific strength exercise. Dumbbell fly is a specific exercise for the discus throw. Don't forget it. You can have one session, but not in every session. Secondly, you are shown training age as 9 years and the age of the child, the athlete is 20 years. So do she started at the age of 11 discus
Late,
throwing?
sir, in high school, sir, in high school. Maybe
Pardon?
in she start on high school day, sir, during his high school day.
So
A
it
late
will
bloomer,
not
sir.
come.
She is the
This,
late,
when you
late.
count the training age, don't count the training age as per our long-term athletic development. They at the age of 11, they are in kids athletics. You understand? So in kids
Yes, sir.
athletics, we are not going to do any specific training for any event like discus throw, javelin throw, or hammer throw. So when we will start at the age of 16, we'll start even specific training. So 16, from 16, you should count the training age, not from the age of 11, when he or she started the physical literacy. That is not the training age. You agree with me, Robert?
Copy, sir. Thank you for that comment, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Then
sir,
you can stop sharing. Good, not bad. Pass mark.
Thank
Not
you very much,
accept.
sir.
Okay.
That's work of the group 8, sir. Thank you very much.
I'm a throwing level 2 lecturer. That is why I just graded. In other thing, I will not be grading.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now next, Ms. Ria.
Okay, next groups will be, well, it's up to the participant actually. If following yesterday, it will be group 2. Or group 1 or for sprint. This one, group 2.
Yes, we can, excuse me, ma'am, we can also present. Group 2, we can
Okay.
also present.
Yes, group 2, please. It's group 2, Mr.
Okay.
Nair.
Okay, okay.
Yes, and who is going to present?
Hello. Hello. Good morning, sir. Sir, group 2 hurdles. Sir, you are mute, sir.
Okay, you start sharing.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So, good morning, all of you. We prepared a training plan for 400 male runner. His calendar age is 19 year and the training age is 3 year. His personal best is 54 seconds and our goal is to achieve 53 seconds in the coming season. His strength bench press is the 50 kg. His speed is also good, 30 meter 4.1 second. Endurance he achieved in 12 minutes 2600 meters. Flexibility is also good. Technique is good coordination. He developed the last 2-3 years, and the mental is focused and control. So we prepare 9 days. The first day will be our journal conditioning and mobility with a specific warm-up with 5 to 8 hurdles. We'll give 2 reps of each. In this we exercise will be walking over the hurdles, then running over the hurdles, lead leg action over the hurdle, trail leg action over the hurdle, alternate leg, lead leg and trail leg over the hurdles. These are the basic exercises to activate his body for the next session and to achieve the mobility. In the evening session, we'll give speed. In that, we'll give 330 meter with high intensity, 95% intensity, and 260 meter. The total volume will be around 300 meter and intensity will be 95%, and the recovery between the reps will be 5 to 8 minutes so that he can recover completely. And in between the set, it will be 10 to 12 minutes recovery because it's the neuromuscular load. He needs next day relaxation. So we give the next day rest and the strength session in the evening, in which we'll give cleans, bench press, walking, lunges, barbell rowing, hamstring curl, leg extensions, triple extensions at the 52. 4 repetition and the 2 sets. The intensity will be medium, volume also is optimum and medium, recovery also medium. And the next day will focus on the endurance, 400 meter with 60%. We'll give 6 repetition in 3 sets. 3 repetition in 2 sets. Intensity will be low. Volume is around 2400 meter. And the rest between the rep will be 2 minutes and between the set will be 10 minutes. After that, we'll focus on 4 exercises with planks, Superman, V hold. That will be the 30 seconds for each rep, each exercises. Evening, we'll give again the rest. In day 4, we'll focus on again journal conditioning and mobility exercises with a specific warm-up as we did in Monday morning to repeat the mobility and journal conditioning activity. And the evening, we'll give 30 meter with blocks, total 4 repetition, 2 repetition in 2 sets. And the first hurdle, 2 repetitions with the block, and the 2 hurdles, 2 repetition with the blocks. The intensity will be high, because it's all out type, and volume will be 370 meter. Rest will be the high to recover proper. The next day will be the rest. Evening we'll do plyometric exercises, some hurdle jumps, standing broad jumps, counter movement jumps, medicine ball, front and back throws. Intensity will be high because it's a plyometric exercises, and volume will be medium, rest will be high. Endurance will give next day 30-meter continuous running. Heart rate will be focused at around 150 beats per minute. After that, we'll do core exercises, plank, side plank, Superman, V hold, 30 minutes each exercise. 30 seconds each exercise in 3 sets. Evening will be the rest. Next day, general conditioning, same mobility, lead leg action over the hurdles, trail leg action over the hurdles, alternate lead leg action over the hurdles, and we'll focus on some stride patterns also, which will include 6 stride with the 4 hurdles, 8 stride pattern with the 4 hurdles, and the 10 strides pattern for the 4 hurdles. 2 lap each. Two reps. Sorry, it's a written typical error. It is a rep. 2 reps of each. Intensity will be high. Volume will be the medium. Rest will be the high. In the evening will be our specific endurance session, in which we will do 300 meters, 4 repetitions with 8 hurdles. It will be our race pace, and the intensity obviously it will be high, and the volume will be 1200 meter, and the rest between the repetition is the almost full recovery. It's 12 to 15 minutes between the repetitions. After that, standard cool down. Then endurance next day to removal to his lactate, whatever we have generated in the previous evening session. 30 minutes continuous running, easy. Heart rate will be our 150, and we'll follow the 4 exercises with plank, side plank, Superman, and other exercises also we can include. 8th day evening will give the rest, and the 9th day will be our complete rest. In that session, we gave general conditioning 3 sessions, speed 2 sessions, strength 2 sessions, endurance 3 sessions, specific endurance 1 session, and the recovery and rest is 7 sessions. So around 18 session we did, and we kept the following the load monitoring also. First day it is red symbol is the for high load. Next day it is a medium load. The third day blue color is the low load. The same we are following: high, medium, low, high, medium, low.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
participants. Dear participants, please interact. You have many different idea. You can give information to Deepak Kumar as well as me, something new which we can hear from you and add in this, or there is any problem in this microsecond. If it is not there, you can say that it's absolutely good. Roma, do you have any comments on this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have any comment?
No, I think the strength program is like 2 reps, and it's like it's 4 into 2 is like 4 sets of 2 reps,
No,
right?
it's a 4 rep for
She's
2
right.
sets.
She's right.
Okay, 4 reps of 4 reps
That
of.
the intensity is okay, but the volume is quite low in the strength training because this
Yes.
is specific preparation.
Strength
So
is very,
the intensity volume also should be close. In place of 4, you can go to 6 to 8. because the
Exactly.
intensity is very low. In specific preparation, the intensity and the volume will go almost in same line. Is right?
Exactly.
Okay, thank you so much. Next.
Okay.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
Hello, sir. Just want to clarify on day 2 strength session.
Pardon?
Yes,
Just
please.
to clarify for day 2 strength session, is it
Yes,
the
Deepak,
focus
what are the
for
two
what type
strength
of
sessions?
strength? Is it
Deepak,
power strength or strength endurance or maximum strength?
where are the two strength sessions? Can you just show them what is the two strength session?
Yes, sir. The second one is the plyometric exercise, sir.
That is also a
On the
strength
day
session.
5. Yes, sir.
No, I mean day 2. Day 2 for
Okay.
strength session, focus for what type of strength actually?
Strength. Okay, it will be the strength endurance, as already sir rectified it. The repetition should be increased, so it will become strength endurance.
Strength endurance. But
Yes.
what I know is strength endurance, I think they had a lot of repetition.
That is, Mr. Gironi, that is what now Roma's mentioned and I explained and he understood. Any other point? You are right. You are right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Anyone else? Ojia, you are also, oh, she's a jumper. If no one else, I have some comment.
Yes, sir.
Sure,
It
sir,
looks
sure.
good, but comments made by Roma and Ironi Ridwan, it's exactly right. When you go for strength endurance, you must have number of volume also should be high, but intensity should not be high. It should be medium. Secondly,
Yes,
you have shown me, you told me that 3 general endurance training. Where is the 3 general endurance training?
Sir, first one is day 3, sir.
Day 3. That is, looks like speed endurance.
Sir, because the intensity is too low, that's why I kept it as endurance.
Okay, fine. Then second
60%.
one. Second
And
one.
the second one on, sir, day 6, 30 minutes continuous running to remove the lactate of the previous day, and the
But if
day
you
8.
if you make your run, this is a recovery run.
Yes, sir.
It does
Recovery
not
run.
create endurance, because if an athlete run in 150 pulse rate, of course he will get recovered from the previous day. But
yes, sir,
general endurance is not happening. They should run at least below. I'm sorry, I'm getting an emergency call. I will join back.
Okay, sir.
I have a question.
I'm extremely sorry. My president was called, but it was an immediate call. My president of my federation. I'm sorry extremely. So it's all good. It looks good, but only thing in specific preparation, you may not give this much rest. It is too much. It looks like a competition microcycle for the microcycle in the competition period, not in a specific preparation period. And when you write rest high, there is no, when you deal with rest, you can write full rest, partial rest, or you can write rest 3 to 5 minutes. That is full rest. Rest 3 minutes. That is partial rest. You understand, Deepak? So when you write, it is not high, low, or something. Right? Partial, or you can mention rest 5 minute rest, full rest. Rest rest 10-minute rest. That is 100% full rest. 5 minutes is partially full rest. Then partial rest. Right? That you should write. Otherwise, good. Okay.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Stop your sharing.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So, and then the next group will be, there are still 4: sprint, middle distance, high jump, and vertical jump. So, who's gonna present?
I would like to try.
So you are from group
1.
Okay, group 1.
So I would like to try because I'm using MacBook of someone else's. So I'm trying to do that. I hope I can manage. I would like to. Oh my God. Actually, I can't find the option for sharing the screen.
You can see the.
You can share your screen.
The share
Yeah,
screen.
I'm trying to do
the green,
that.
the green color. You can see. You see?
Click on the
Yes.
green and take it to your desktop and share it.
I have done that.
You have opened your file. Or you can send to our.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. This is my athlete's profile, sir. Her name is Ikra and her age is 15 years old. Training age is 5 years, and athlete development stage is performance age. Events are 100-meter and 200-meter sprint. Best performance is 100-meter is 12:80, as you can see, and 200-meter 26:5. Previous years, best performances were like 13:20 and 200 meter 28 dead. This was previous years. Now, I'm sharing a little bit like image of my plan. It's not in detail, very much detailed. It's like annual plan is like double plan, 2 sessions in a year. Microcycle 8 days plan. Okay, now I'm starting with the days. Sunday is a complete rest day, full recovery day for my athlete, as she's a student of grade 9. So she's doing only the evening sessions. So I have made in that manner. Monday, it's speech session, dynamic warm-up session. I always do dynamic warm-up session with my like sprinters. So the dynamic warm-up session includes almost like 2 rounds of a ground and then speed coordination drills, various variations I've not mentioned here, like long legs, A skips, B skips, low knees, high knees, this kind of coordination running drills. Then come to the sessions, the speed session on Monday, like I do like 3 into 30 meters, and rest in between each is 5 to 7 minutes, like you can see. Then come to like 60 meter, 3 into 60 meters. Rest in between each is 7 to 9 minutes. A little bit, I increase the rest. Then the last rep is like 1 into 80 meter. Last one, 80 meters. Then the cool down session. Cool down session includes like static stretches and like a slow run of 12 minutes run, slow grass running usually, which really helps in, the lactic acid issues. This was Monday, the speed session. The training emphasis was on the Monday is speed development in an athlete. Okay, now the Tuesday comes to this Tuesday session. Again, warm-up session, dynamic stretches with coordination drills like running drills, all the same, like different variation, but all the same kind of a session. Then Tuesday, usually go for tempo run. It's like on 80 to 85%. 3 into 10 minutes run, like 3 sets of 10 minutes run. Rest in between each set is 5 to 7 minutes. And then the cool down session. Again, I always emphasize on my cool down session, at least 12 minutes slow grass running and then static stretches. The emphasis, the goal of this Tuesday was getting the heart rate up and testing the stamina, basically. Now, on Wednesday, again, start with the warm-up, the dynamic stretches for warm-up with running drills or the coordination drills. The session start was for speed and strength training. It was speed and strength day. So as you can see, 6 into 2 into 40 meters. It was 40-meter uphill training, uphill drills, uphill training. 40-meter was the distance and 6 sets of 2. I usually do in, in the sets kind of thing. 2 40-meter uphills, then rest. Rest in between each set is 7 to 9 minutes. Like usually I monitor the heart rate, basically. So it depends on the recovery depends on the monitoring of the heart rate also. Then after that, cool down session, again, the same cool down session. And the Monday was the focusing on muscle strength by running. Inclined forces usually, muscles to work harder. So the focus was on muscle strength by running. And Thursday, warm-up stretching with the resistance band to activate muscles. And then we have speed endurance session. So you can see 5 into 2 into 120 meters, 120-meter repeats. Again, 5 sets of 2, 120 meters repeats. Rest in between each set is 4 to 5 minutes. The heart rate zone was 80 to 85%. It's like medium kind of heart zone. Heart rate monitoring, usually I do. And after this session, the cool down session, again, the same cool down session with static stretches and 12 minutes grass running. Okay, so the focus was repeatedly produce high speed of movement with minimum rest actually. So this was speed endurance session. Friday, I usually do high intensity interval training. Again, start with warm-up dynamic stretches, running drills, and then high intensity training session. You can see 200 meter, 150 meter, 100 meter. This was one set of interval. Rest pattern was like 4 to 5 minutes, 6 to 8 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. I usually give this kind of rest pattern in between my high intensity interval training. Then again, repeat the set, 2 sets. This kind of 2 sets usually do my athlete on Fridays. And then cool down session, again, the cool down with the grass running for the lactic acid control. The focus was to increase the strength and endurance by lowering down the heart rate. That's why I do the HIIT session. Okay, now come for the Saturday session. Strength, Saturday I usually do the strength training with weights and plyometrics. Again, start with resistance band stretches, the dynamic stretches as the warm-up. Then I do the lower limb exercises. The focus is on the lower limb because she is a sprinter. Half squats with barbell, maximum reps 6 to 8 reps. That's it. Leg press, lunges with tumble, and in between box jumps, hurdle variations for explosion. Reps, as I mentioned, maximum 6 to 8. Leg curls for hamstrings and quadriceps extensions for hams and quadriceps, because I usually focus on the lower limb, and a few like 1 or 2 variation for upper body. To enhance overall fitness, increase lower limb strength, which sprinter requires. Usually this was the focus of Saturday training. You can see the loading chart also. So this was a little bit of my training pattern. I hope it's clear.
It is very clear. Now, the participants, if there are so many sprinters, you can have your comments. Just bring a scroll up.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. My question is that from you, sir, Naya.
Yes, I will answer later, but let
Yes.
Roma answer.
Can we do heli training for a school going student?
Roma.
Yes, sir. Okay, you're talking about like uphill training? Uphill?
Yes, yes.
Yes, definitely, because she has 5 to 6 years of training age, and she's strong enough because as a beginner student also, I've worked on her since 5 years. So now she has a strong hamstrings and quadriceps, so she can do uphills because it in her lower limb. So of course we can do, but the thing is we have to control the volume of the training, basically. That's it.
Roma,
Yes.
Roma, I'm watching. Can
100 speed endurance, 120
I can't hear
meters.
you. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Roma, my suggestion, I want to ask you a question. Test it, test the 10, 120 meters, 2 times 5 sets.
I can't.
Your
Yeah.
voice is breaking and we are not able to hear you, Roshni. I think you had two system on.
Yeah.
Sorry?
You have two system on. There is a lot of disturbance. Yeah, now it's okay. Now you speak.
It's okay.
No, okay, again, it's
Thank you, Roma.
we can't hear you.
Roshini, Roshini,
Now we can hear you. You removed your headphone. Now we can hear you.
please repeat the question because Roma is not cannot hear you clearly. No, Roshini, please repeat your question because Roma didn't hear you clearly. You are still on mute. You are still on mute.
Unmute. Please unmute Roshni. Yes.
Now okay?
Now okay.
All right. Thursday 10, I asked 120 meters, 2 times 5 sets. A speed endurance. So,
Yes,
can you do that?
yes,
Roma,
yes.
the
Yes,
question you understood?
she's asking like 120 meters, 2 sets.
Yeah.
Two
Sets
times.
of, okay, yeah, 2 times.
Sets of 2 5 times. That means 10 repetitions.
Yeah, and
Is
exactly.
it possible for that girl to handle? That is a correct
Yes,
question.
yes, yeah, exactly. She is doing. She is still doing. She's still doing because actually this is speed endurance session, so we have to monitor the heart rate.
Okay. 80% and 85%.
Yeah, 80 in between 80 to 85% heart zone she is doing, and I monitor the heart rate because before starting the second 120 meter, I just need to check her heart rate. Yeah, exactly. Heart rate has to drop a little bit. For instance, if she's doing at 160 or 170 heart zone, so it has to drop like at 120 or 125. It's okay. So then she started. So within 2 minutes, she starts the second one within 2 minutes. So that is the whole point, to develop the speed endurance in an athlete, because minimum rest and high like medium intensity and high volume.
Roma, this one is your experience.
Sorry?
This one is your experience.
Yeah, I'm experiencing this. She's doing
All
with
right.
me.
Okay.
She's doing with me.
Sir, can you do the 80% and 80% and 85%? Okay.
So she's performing actually. She's in the performing stage. She's performing.
Okay, thank you. Clear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Hello, Roma, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Can you hear me? Hanji.
Yeah.
I think it's a continuous load for 3-4 days. Some load variation should be there because as the day Tuesday, the athlete is covering almost 80 to 85% 3 times, and the next day when it's going uphill, it is covering 480 meter. That will be the strength endurance, means high load also. And again, next day, the speed endurance, it is covering 80 to 85%, which is include around 1,200 meter. And the Friday, the HIIT training, that is also a high intensity workload. So I feel personally we can do some variation in these continuous 4 days workout.
Sir, can I justify you? Can I justify
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Okay. So 2 points. First of all, I have mentioned it clearly that this is a specific preparation period. The microcycle of specific preparation period. When an athlete is in the preparation phase, we have to put load on her or him. Okay, first point. The second point I have initially mentioned that this girl is specific. She is student of grade 9 and she is doing only one session a day. She cannot afford the morning session. Sunday is the full recovery day. So that is the 2 points I'm covering in this. This is preparation, specific preparation. So that's why it's the program is a little bit of kind of loading program. This is my justification. You can ask sir if it's right, if it's right or wrong.
Agreed with you, because he is coming for only one session. We have to give load. But my suggestion is we have to fluctuate the load. Load can be the more, but we have to be we can't give constant continuous loading, because she is only 15 years old and she is going the school also, and the coming and doing 4 days continuous loading, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. In my opinion, we can fluctuate the load. Thank you.
Sir, I do that, but not in the preparation. I do that. After the specific preparation period, I give relaxation after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, usually. This was the loading session.
No,
Okay, anyone else?
Loading is okay. Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, Deepak. Anyone else?
No, sir.
Okay, in
ready?
that case, I'll make my final observations and suggestions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The content of this microcycle is good, but the most important thing of a stage of development. 15-year is not the stage of performance stage. He is just starting to the, you can say, even specialized. So if you, what all the training now you do for her, this contents will burn out her. You can modify this. My advice, we can modify this. Day 1, Monday, it is quite fine. There is no problem. Day 2 is the coordination drills that you can call it as ABC. We call in India ABC of coordination drill. That is like high knee, hitch kick. Hitch kick, of course, we don't do nowadays. High knee, and then angle drive. These are all the coordination drill. That is okay. It is fine. Tempo run, it's okay. Tempo run 18 to 85% into 3 into 10 minutes. It is very good. No problem. It will simultaneously increase the general endurance as well as little bit of speed endurance. But 3 into 10 minutes, you can make it 3 into 8 minutes.
Okay, sir.
And rest in between is 5 to 7 is all right. But the hill run, speed strength training, uphill is a speed strength training, no doubt. But for that, don't use uphill because it is risky. The athlete can get injured, her knee, even her hamstring and quadriceps, because the age of 15 may not be. You see, we are making athlete long-term development as per the growth and development of an athlete. At the age of 15, the athlete will not be able to take that load which you are standing. You can go for speed endurance training. Another which you are from which country?
Pakistan.
You are from which country?
Pakistan.
Pakistan have got some good seashores. So you can take her to some uh,
So
running
it's
on the
so,
sand. That
so this
also will.
so this uphill is not actually uphill. It's a little bit of inclination, basically.
Is it
Incline.
how much degrees? 4 degree, 5 degree, 28 degree, 10 degrees. So you must mention anyway. Uphill will be hard. You know, you may be using the road, right?
Yeah, a little inclined,
No,
surface.
it is little inclined, but the surface will be road, right?
Yes,
That is quite dangerous because that impulse when they do on the uphill, their knee will be very badly affected. So kindly don't do that. Go for strength endurance for the sand, seashore, or you can have like toe running, or you can go for sledge running. This all also will be definitely improving the strength endurance. Then comes third way, speed endurance. The question somebody arises is quite right. This is a very heavy load for a child at the age of, we call it child, not an athlete, child at the age of 15. So you can make the repetition 1 of 5, 80 to 80%, it is okay. But that is what I told you, the contents is perfect. But comparing the athlete long-term development, we can't go for this training to that girl. And you can soon find within 1 or 2 years, she will be getting injury on her knee, or you can say the femur heads and all. Then come Friday HIIT session, 200. What is the intensity? You did not say. It's not much harming, but it is again going for a speed endurance training. You know, the World Athletics theory is that you cannot train an athlete under 16 for speed endurance.
So 80 to 85%.
For example, in 800, 400, that is the reason the 400 athletes are not coming up, because they do a lot of speed endurance training under 16. When they do a lot of speed endurance training under 16, definitely they will show a good performance at the age of 17 or 18. But they will not be able to continue the potential to develop. So we must adhere the growth and development. That is the only point. We can't say 15-year-old girl to the performance stage. Secondly, you said 6 years of training age. That means she started doing sprinting at the age of 9. Where she should not do sprinting at the age of 9. She is supposed to do what you call kids in athletics. When she is 12 to 13, she will go for multi-events. Then when she will reach 15 plus, then she will go for event specialization. Now she is in the stage of event specialization. So you have to concentrate more. Even means it is not 100 or 200. It can be 100, 200, 400. So it should be a training where you should find out the end of the event specialization, which event she suits, 100, 200 or 400. 400, if she is showing some good endurance, then you can convert her to 400. If she is having good speed than endurance, you can convert her to 100 or 200. But so that is my advice. I think you also agree, and other participants also. Okay then. Thank you. You can stop sharing. Next.
Yeah, next maybe we are inviting either group 5 or 6. High jump or vertical jumps.
Okay, 6.
6. Yes, Ibu Roslinda.
Okay.
Rosilda, please zoom that your screen. Are you with the telephone?
No, I'm using my computer.
You can show it very big. You make it. You
This
make
one
it first in landscaping.
Yeah, I do in landscape already.
This is in landscape.
Yeah. Is it okay?
Little more. Yes, yes.
Okay, all right.
I'm old, I'm with the glass also. I'm not able to read small.
Same goes to me. I'm wearing the glasses. Okay, okay. Morning, everyone. Okay, this is microcycle plan for pole vault, female, PB 3.9, goal target 4.10, training age 6 years, biological or calendar age 22. This is a double periodicity. This is for first picking, period competition, phase competition. Mesocycle is 4 and microcycle 4 weeks. The last week from 4 weeks. Okay, day one we do normally for warm up, mobility exercise, activation muscle, stretching, and the main unit is technique. So we do stretching or running drill, jumping drill, specific to the event. And we start with a short run up, 6 strike, just go for cross and eye position for 4 repetition. And for thin strike, for full jump, we go for volume 8 to 10 repetition, intensity 95%, rest depends on the athlete. Okay, second day is speed for 95% intensity. For 30 meters, 2 set, 3 repetition. And between run is 3 minutes rest. Between set 6-minute rest. And then third day is strength training. We focus on explosive and or power. We do half squat, clean and jerk, double leg jump on box 80 centimeter, overhead throw to the wall with medicine ball 4 kg. So volume is 4 repetition, only 2 set. Intensity 90%. Rest between exercise is 2 minutes. Rest between set is 4 minutes. The weight 60% from RM, which is half squat and clean and jerk only. The others we use another measurement or weight. And the fourth day is sorry, I didn't read the fitness. After finish the main unit, we go for fitness. Normally we do for high bar, swing and roll up. That's for fitness, and normally cooling down. And day 4 is a full rest. Day 5 we go for technique again. And this is which is a quality jump. We go for short run up again, 6 strike, only 3 repetition, and full run up 14 strike, full jump. We go for 3 to 4 reps. Intensity 95%. Rest depend on the athlete. And we do some speed, maximum speed, 30 meters. 4 repetition, 2 reps with pole, 2 reps without pole. And after that, body weight strength and cooling down. 6th day is strength training again, explosive power. We do snatch, quarter squat jump, bench press, pull over, lay down with medicine ball, and repetition 2 to 3 reps. 95% intensity. Rest depend on the athlete. Same goes to 6 days. Day 6, 16% from RM. And for fitness, we go for rope and swing for simulation to the event and cooling down. Day 7 is rest, full rest. Day 8 is just for warm up to get it feeling. And we do some jumping drill or specific drill to the event. There's 6 exercise, 40 meters. Intensity is 90%. And fitness go for handstand for 5 repetition and depend on the athlete. And day 9 is competition. This is normally we do for normal for picking competition, and we have to adjust sometime one day before we arrive at competition place, so we need to adjust some program. And okay, I don't know how to do it this, so I just go slide. Next slide. The loading is for day 1 is high, day 2 medium, day 3 also medium, and day 4 rest. Day 5 is high loading, medium, rest, and day 8 is low, and absolutely competition day is high. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Rosilda.
Thank you.
Now, I invite the participants' comments. Any comments? Kong wanted to speak something. Yes, Kong. Kong Min from Indonesia.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes.
I think this program, I think, it was new for me, and then new experience for me because in my profile that we cannot, we don't have any for athlete, and then no any some. I think it was I had to turn to make it here for one my athlete that will be athlete for in Indonesia. Especially in Indonesia, we have little athlete for. I think they were very good, and I have learned this, and it's nice. Thank you very much. And then no comment, I think, because I'm still learning about Crawford too.
Anyone else? If no one else, I have my observation and suggestions. First question, Rosilda, is it a main competition or a just competition?
Main competition.
So, in main competition, this period phase should be tapering.
Yep.
You remember that I spoke about tapering?
Yeah, yesterday.
So, this should be tapering, not a competition period. Competition period, it is almost same like what you call pre-competition. But tapering is different. And if you say it is tapering period, then this program is quite heavy loaded. Yesterday itself I told you the intensity will be high, but the volume will be 0. And you had to come from load, come down, down, down. Here you have got high load, medium load, high load, medium load, high load, and competition always high. But it should be, you can start from day one, little bit high, medium, sub-maximal, then medium, medium, low, 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 and compete. Then only the athletes will perform good. Good, this program is good, but if it is for what you call tapering phase, then it is not that very good. Athlete may not perform. I told you yesterday, if you are not carefully handling, it should be minimum load. There should be any load when he is going for day 9. It may be just warming up, imitating the pole vault, just taking a takeoff like that.
All right.
Understand?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Second thing, I want to ask you a question. You are a pole vaulter.
Yeah.
You yourself are a pole vaulter.
Ex-pole vaulter.
Okay. You are done your level 1 in Penang.
Yeah, with you.
Yes, that is what I was doubting. That is anyway, good. My student does not prove wrong. He's good. She's okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good. Stop sharing.
Okay. The next group will be either group 3, 5, or 1A, because there are two for group 1, Mr. Nair.
There are 2 groups in one.
Yeah. We
So
divided into 2.
One Roma has explained. Now second one who is coming up. Middle distance has not come today.
Yeah, so there are still 3. So
3 middle distance, long distance.
Can I share my screen for group 3?
Yeah,
1
you can.
1 p.m. Coach Sironi. Oh, from group 3.
Yeah, group 3.
Group
That
3,
is middle distance, right?
It's group
Yeah.
3 middle distance. Yeah.
Can you bold it little more because it is very small? Can't read. Yes, it's fine. Fine.
Okay, so here is the training plan for general preparation, which is consists of 9 days of microcycle, and during GTT test for the preparation. So I used the same profile yesterday. So event 100 meter, male chronological age is 21, biological age is 19.5, and training age is 6 years. Okay, so his PB is 1 minute 55 for 100 meter, and target is 152. So currently, 60-minute BCR fitness level is 4.8 meter per second. So here the idea of for day 1. So day 1, athlete focus more on technical part and speed. Okay, so before the session, athlete doing the dynamic warming up and muscle activation for resistance band. So for main unit or fitness unit, athlete doing the technical drill, 2 to 3 times or 3 time for 10 meter. Intensity high and rest is 1 minute. After that, athlete take a complete rest and go for second part for speed session is 4 times 50 meter. Intensity high and rest is 5 minutes. So overall, after finish the session, athlete doing 20 or 30 minute regeneration, like slow jog on the grass or cycling or some of our water resistant running. Okay. So for second day, also same, but the second day focus more on endurance part. Okay, training emphasis more on endurance part. This is athlete do warming up, dynamic warming up, further flexibility stress, and athlete the activity is continuous run, 45 minutes from 85% of VCR fitness. And then after continuous run, so athlete take complete rest and do some of pelvis stabilization for strengthen for gluteus and abdomen. So second, third day, full rest or actually going for massage or full recovery. And fourth day, when you come to fourth day, so the training emphasis for day 4 is more on strength endurance. So which is in gym session. So athlete doing the dynamic warming up and then stretching after the warming up. So the fitness training unit focus on strength endurance. Okay, this is our volume 16 reps. And 4 set. Intensity is 60% and rest between interval is 1 minute. After the strength session, so after doing cooling down, 20 to 30 minute regeneration. So for day 5, focus more on endurance aerobic threshold. This is content of main unit extensive interval 6 times 1000 meter from under 10% of PCR effort. So rest in between is 3 minutes. So after the session, after doing 30-minute regeneration, core stability, and static stretching. And day 6 full rest or some of ice bath session or full recovery. And day 7 focus more on acceleration and speed. Okay, so easier athlete doing a dynamic warm up, so muscle activation with a resistance band, and the main unit or activity in this session is in and out under 20 meter. So this means every 20 meter athlete doing acceleration, and second part of 30 meter speed and continue. So intensity is max to medium. So rest 6 minutes or complete. So after the session, 30-minute regeneration and core stability and roller form for cooling down part. So for day 8, so this more focus on SE, 60 minutes. This is 60 to 70% of PCR. So rest is continuous, no rest, and part of before the endurance session, so we're doing the flexibility exercise with the hurdle or PNF stretching. So for cooling down part, they're doing static stretching and do core stability. And then for day 9, full rest. So this consists of 9 days of microcycle, and then when we repeat again the training, the next microcycle. The only part is maybe volume or intensity will increase or decrease. So here intensity and volume. So for day 1, intensity around 70%. So volume is 30%. So for day 2, roughly 40%. 40% for intensity and volume 60%. For day 3, full recovery. And day 5, 60% of intensity and 40% of volume. Day 6, 40% intensity, 60% of volume. And day 7, full recovery. Day 8, day 7, sorry. Okay, day 7, little bit high for intensity, is 70% and volume 30%. And they act because they act focus on aerobic, so intensity is low, but the volume is must be high for endurance. Okay, that's it.
Thank you. Now participants, please give your comments. There are so many middle distance runners. Even from India also, there is one middle distance runner. I think you all combinedly make this program, I believe. So anybody else who want to give any comments on this, please come.
Can you scroll? Can I see the profile, please? Thank you.
Do anybody have any comments? If no, I will come up because it is already going to be 12. Just roll up, roll down, roll up. Yes, roll up, roll up, roll up.
So
Down, down, down.
I think the load, if it's a preparation period, then the load is low, on the low side. Otherwise, very nice program. Nicely
Please
done.
keep up. Okay, come there only. You have given that fitness training unit continuous run. You should not make any mention about the pulse rate as well as your pace. How many kilometers is going to complete by 45 minutes? And I think
45 minutes.
45 minutes, I know how many kilometers you will be going to complete.
If using 85% of BCR fitness test, so around this actually around we complete 11 to 12 kilometers.
11 kilometers?
Yeah, 10 to 11 kilometers. From 85% of BCR fitness kit.
Okay, good. Then comes the strength unit. Volume is 16 rep and the intensity is quite high for a middle distance runner. 50% of his RPM will be quite high. It can be 40 to 50%. No worry, 16 repetition is fine. That for these exercises, 16 repetition is okay. But if you go for squats and snatch, this 16 repetition is not good, right? That is also okay. Then again, my concern is on the 5th day, 6 into 1000 meters. That too with 110% intensity. I don't think any athlete can perform, even those who are doing 146 or 145 with this intensity, 1000 meters. I doubt, I don't know how maybe your athlete may be able to do, but if he is able to do 1000 with 110% intensity, then definitely he will be able to clock in the next season 145, 146. Good, if he is able to do. Rest all fine. It's a good program. But only these few suggestions with comments, you can stop sharing your screen.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Can we do clean for middle and long distance runners? Clean, because clean is specific.
No problem.
Okay.
In general preparation, they can do clean. There is no problem. They can do.
Thank you.
That is a general strength training. There is no problem. You have included half squat or squat also. Because that strength is also important, right? Okay, you can stop sharing your screen. Now, who left, Ria? Miss Ria?
Only two less. 1A, group 1A and group 5. But Fauzia from group 5, I think she has a problem with the connectivity because she just chat a chat on my WhatsApp. So maybe we go to the group 1A.
We have done group 1A and B, right? Group 1 and group
No,
1A.
no, the previous one is group 1B.
Okay, Tricia, who is going to present? Tricia is going to present?
Fozia will going to present from group 5. Fozia Huda from group 5, but he has a problem with her connectivity because of the climate. So maybe we can go to the group 1A first while we are waiting for Fozia.
Tricia, if there at the time Tricia still have a problem, maybe I will
Okay, Kong Min. Okay,
Yeah,
Coach Kong Min. Coach Kong
I
Min will
will-
present group number 5. Okay, please, Coach Kong Min. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. But before, sorry, because this is I use my phone cell. I want to share the file first. Sorry. Okay, my friend. I'm sorry, maybe the file not completely edited yet because I'm out from my work and then I'm studying. I introduce myself. I'm from group 5. My name is Kong Min from Jambi, Indonesia. I will present my microcycle training plan for long jump athlete, and then she's female. She's age about, actually this is about 18 to 20 years athlete. But in my present, it was 15 years athlete. I'm so sorry. Actually, the personal best now is about 541, and my target for next year, earlier for this year, in the competition day, competition in our country, my target is in 560. And then about the strength, I use 1.2 kilo per body weight lower for our lower, and then 0.4 kilo per body upper. So if you 50 kilo, I make for less squat like that. I use 1 point about 50 kilo. I use 72.
Nothing is clear. Nothing is clear. What you speak, neither
Yeah,
is
yeah.
screen is not clear. You please scroll up. Scroll up.
Okay. And then this is a training session. Yeah, I go to training session. I make this microcycle for 7-day session. And then we have this is for general preparation. And then general preparation is the one which in the middle, not in the middle, in the like January, February, April, like that. And then this is for about one. Sorry. We make it 2 microcycles. 1 microcycle, the period about 4 months. And then microcycle general population period two is about April to Agustus. Because we usually have a competition about October and November, like that. And then this is the training. We have 2 sessions every day. Usually like in the Monday, usually we give warming up. Usually warming up like 15 minutes jogging, and then 15 minutes jogging is good about dynamic warm up. At least I give to my athlete 8 movement for upper body and then 8 movement for lower body, and then after that we usually give special drill, usually not special drill, general drill for long jump. Before it, we give them 30 minutes stride sprint drill, like acceleration, and then sprint with arm lock, hand on the, what do you say in Indonesia, in the side body, and then we run with full leg control, and then we specially give our athletes let them know that the athlete for runner is run, not just run for speed, but run with contact to the run, like that. So we run with push and push to the ground for the momentum. Okay. In the morning, Monday, usually we use them weight training, like decline, standing, like that. After weight training, I usually give them a sprint drill. But before sprint drill, we give like a jump, usually like deep jump, front jump, split jump, and then to make her muscle faster, like that. And then in the Tuesday, day 2, usually I give training about mobility and strength. Before training, in the Monday afternoon, I usually give that like long jump drill, general drill, like one part of warming up. I think this is like walking on two, walking on hill, batik, skip A, skip B, like that. This is like a part of warming up. And then the main is I give them polymetric, front jump, split jump, and then bunny hop over 20 meters, like that. And then this is in the Monday. Usually I give them like not too hard. It's low intensity one. And then in the my eyes is a bit a problem because I use my phone. In Tuesday, I use it's warming up and then with general drill, and then the program again polymetric program like front jump, split jump, squat jump, and then bunny hop over 20 meters, and then halberd two leg jump like about 10%, and then for repetition it is about 40 times the jump. And then every session usually it was about 5 minutes, and then every session that every movement it was about active rest by walking back to the start, like that. And then in the afternoon, usually after warming up, I give them like stair walkout, like walking on the stairs. We have tribune in the outside here, like that, and then walking to the top of the tribune. It's about 30 or 35 tribune like that, and then just walking step by step. About 10 times, and then repetition to series. And then after that, bonding on the stair, like running on the stair of tribune, not the city of tribune. They run by 3 steps. Every 3 steps they run like that. It's 10 repetition per 2. 10 repetition. 10 repetition per set, and then they have to do it 2 sets. Like that. So bonding, and then concentric 2 leg jump. Concentric 2 leg jump. It's same that 2 leg jump to up to the tribune. And then after that,
psychological evaluation include ചെയ്യുന്നൊക്കെ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. എവിടെയാ റെസ്റ്റിംഗ് ഹാർട്ട് റേറ്റ്, മാക്സിമം ഹാർട്ട് റേറ്റ്, സൈക്കോളജിന്റെ പേര് താഴോട്ട് വന്നത്
jump down to the tribune like that. Jump with 2 legs like that. And then single leg push to jump. You can like go up to the tribune by 1 leg, left to the top of tribune, and then change to right like that. And then after that, as finish, they run 50 meters or 30 meters acceleration on the track. Okay. And then on Tuesday actually I give an endurance and little bit time for them. In the morning session warm-up session is same every day, same. Like warming up, 30 meters drill, and then long jump general drill like that. And then the main program I give long jump basic drill to leg jump to the feet, and then 3 step running and hook, and then run and jump to the fan like that. And then 7 3-step jump, and then 7-step jump like that. And then the last, I give them usually 17-step jump after about 8 or 5 times. And then after all is finished, usually I give like 7 or 5 time jump with full effort. But usually I give them start the next jump after heart rate normal to be after heart rate normal to 120, 150, and then they just jump like that, like a mini competition usually for them. And then in the afternoon, it's them in the warming up. The main program I have in endurance for them: 100 meter to 100 meter 2 times, 50 meter 2 times, and then 100 meter 2 times, and the draft 300 meter 1 time like that. Or maybe sometimes I give 150 meter 3 times with 3 series, 80 meter speed, and sometimes I give acceleration run. And then therefore, usually we give a little strength, and then it compare with agility. Is warming up session is same. And then main program like bounding, and then single leg hop, run, standing, explosive run. And then sometimes I give them field run, which run about 5 times run to uphill, and then 5 times run downhill, and then 5 times bounding, 5 times bounding downhill like that. Usually one day about 15 times or 20 times. And the afternoon, we have weight training, especially as exercise for weight training. I give them like single leg squat, leg squat, and then single leg squat hop with jump, little bit jump, and then leg forward, stride, keeping, bowling. Actually, this is about what? It's about 12 movement, nothing. Usually we give like that. And then you can read about the movement, straight jump, sideways, hopping. Hopping for 6 harder is like a polymetric 6 inch harder. Usually I give them that because we don't make the athlete as a bodybuilding athlete, we make it athlete in fast muscle athlete. And then in 5 days, it's a general strength and then sprint technique. The technique usually we give them split run with harness about 50 meters, and then 5 times with 3 sets. It includes 5 bonding and then 5 side bonding like single leg bonding. This run 3 steps and then bonding or take off jump like that. And then 5 times the last. I usually just stick with harness. And the afternoon we have general jump training. General drill like the same with warming up. Easy, but the last is the polymetric trunk jump, split jump, squat jump, and bunny hop over 20 meters like that. Usually it's about two repetitions per movement. And then active recovery with walking back to the start like that. And the Saturday it's same, and then I have we give the main program with long jump training. Same with day before, the other day long jump, and then I give long running with passive hand like that. It makes the hip and the leg going move with the power without movement of the hand. So I think it increase the leg to touch the land, to push the land like that. And then to leg jump, and then 3 steps jump to the box, to the sand pit, and then 7 steps to sand pit, and then this is same like mini competition, but this is 23 steps jump to the sand pit, and then it is about 8 times like that. Sometimes in this event with 2 or 7 like this, we just small hurdle in for your sand pit, which is to let our athlete jump higher like that. And then in the afternoon, we have weight training, the same with the other day. And then after weight training, we get hopping or single leg bowling like that. Run after weight training, go to the track and then run about 50 meters with single leg training and single leg hopping, and then run. I think that's all my program. Actually, I'm so really sorry, not. It was very. I'm very nervous, and then I'm not in my home. I'm in stadium. My athletes will competition outside. I have color yellow. It means low intensity.
Gerard, good morning.
Medium.
Can you ask that Gustav guy to send me some tea?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I'm having breakfast. I told him to bring, but I did not yesterday evening also. Tell him to bring now.
Thank you, my friend.
Because I'm class from 6:30, So that is why I requested. Otherwise, I can't. Now it is finished today. Okay.
Udah bisa? Oh, lagi berapa lemparnya?
Any comments, my dear participants?
Too many things scattered, sir. Think heavy load.
Anyone? You can unmute everybody. Somebody has got muted and not getting open. Any comment? So I will summarize. This program looked good, but you are never mentioned the intensity and volume all through the program. Secondly, it is totally the microcycle presented totally different from the microcycle presented by other participants.
Yeah.
Okay, the drills but one only thing I want to know, what is that hot hop jump?
Pardon me, sir?
Hot hop jump in weight training.
In
weight training.
Yeah.
Weight training. Where is weight training?
Oh yeah, weight training. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it is weight training.
Weight training is in the
here.
Yeah.
What is that single leg squat hop?
Yeah, single leg squat with after the leg is straight, they push with the leg with what do we say in English?
But if it is with weights, it is dangerous for
It's
girls.
weight, but not fully weight. It's about 30% usually.
With the weights, it will be fully dangerous for the girls' back, knee, and ankles. That's all my comment. You can stop sharing.
Okay, sir. I see it was really rich.
Thank you.
Okay.
Stop sharing.
Thank you,
Stop sharing.
Not the first time I'm speaking here.
Yes, stop sharing, Pak.
Stop sharing.
Okay.
One question.
Yeah.
Sir, it's 2 sessions a day, right?
2 sessions a day.
Isn't it a overloaded program? I'm just asking, sir.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit overloaded. That is like in Wednesday in the afternoon. We have only warming up training, that is general long jump drill, and then in Saturday morning I think it was same, and then on Sunday we have a fully rest like that.
I do agree with Roma. There was no rest or recovery in between the sessions.
Yeah, I see. And then it was for 2 young athletes in our program. Thank you very much.
Anyone else, Ms. Ria, left out?
Okay. And the question, there is only one more left, 1A. So we will
Anyone
continue.
is presenting? Because it is going to be 12:30, the lunch time.
Yeah. So maybe it will be after
lunch.
After lunch?
Yeah. I'll join only in the last session now. Okay. Dear participant, thank you so much. Your presentations were, of course, I could understand that our 3-day struggle for making your planning, making you to understand planning has been successful, not fully. But anyway, there were maybe problem of understanding English because all the lectures were in English. So, but still, I'm very happy that most of you understood the concept and you had to again purify that concept. More and more planning seminar programs you must attend. And I hope my feedback on your microcycle was acceptable by you. Thank you so much, and thank you. Have a good dinner, good lunch. Nasi goreng and mee goreng and all. And come back in the at 2. Okay, thank you, Miss Ria. Can I leave?
Yes, sure.
Yes, yes.
Yes, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a break still for 1 hour. So we will be back again at 1:30.
Okay. 1:30, yes.
Okay?
Okay.
Yes. See you. Thank you. Have a nice lunch.
1:30.